creates a job, then the other one can jump right in and stay on the same line, the same coverage, all that stuff. I gotta turn around. It works out pretty good with that AccuSync. We were a little hesitant about it at first because him and I both aren't technology savvy. We both ran 2388s before these. The only electronics they had were the lights. Very, very good investment. We love these things, and we love these headers even better. These MacDon heads. We also went from 1020 auger heads to MacDon draper heads. I had some hiccups getting started, you know, here. Just like I said, first day jitters, but once everybody gets back in the rhythm, we'll be all right. Oh, okay. I get it.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Hey, 14.6, pretty good. What do you think?
Pretty good.
Test number 2.
Oh, even better.
Oh, what's that?
14.1, even better.
We tested a 14.1, so we're loading up, headed out to the field. Ready to ride. Seeing what our sample moisture went. Now let's climb up here and let's get our first load. don't want to get on top. A little airflow might have dried it a little more, you know what I mean? There's her ticket. Let's see what her moisture goes. Write her name, driver name, truck number. Wow, excuse my handwriting, that's a little poor. Farm name, 16.7, 59.5 is our test weight. So we wrote it there, and then we'll come here, and we'll write it in the book. Now that's all done, check what bin we're going into. Come out here, fire everything up, turn on the wet leg. That one there, that's the wet leg, that's the dry leg. We're gonna run the wet leg right here. We want to run into the wet tank, so we'll turn on the drag. That's running, it's going into that tank. Now we'll open the trailer up and get her empty. I can get out of here. Gotta find that sweet spot so I don't make a mess. I don't like cleaning up after myself. Next hopper. Now we're all empty, dumped out. We're gonna circle on around here and go get our outbound weight. 25,700.
It looks like he's gonna get the last pass of the first field. He's almost full. They're fixing to dump on the go. I'm gonna make it to this end, wait for Taylor to get back, dump on her sitting still, and get my head on. Because I'm sure we're moving tonight on 5:30. So we might be able to get started in the other field. Get some turn rows cut off maybe. We got another field back here too, but it's potato wheat. It's Pioneer wheat. This is a Dynagro wheat on corn ground. I don't know, it just dries down better. They're pretty comparable as far as yield. We got a new Pioneer number this year. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Pioneer wheat numbers, but we grew 25R40 for forever. As long as I know. Whenever we were planting wheat, it was 25R40 Pioneer. Switched this up this year to a 26R64. I should know, I drilled it, but I can't remember. Maybe it's a 25R64, I don't remember. I think it might be 25R64. Anyway, yeah, I know, we're getting close to the end. I'm awake. Put your reel down, pull your reel back, your head back, shut your head off. We're ready for the cart. We'll sit here and wait for Taylor. Taylor! Waiting on you. They're here. She's gonna have more than a 10-wheeler load. Jaden's in a 10-wheeler. Well, that's that. I always try to let the lower the speed down with the engine on the separator and then shut it off so it ain't got such a hard shutdown. What I like to do. You do you. Let's go up here to the cart, get this thing off this cart, get this thing off the cart. We got to get it on the cart. Thank you. Looks like a first day on the job here. Well, we're on the move. Paulie's leading. He's leading the pack. I'm behind him. Taylor's behind me with my pickup and my head. He pulls his own cart. He thinks he's fancy. I don't have a hitch on mine. I don't know. Sometimes it'd be nice to have a hitch, and other times not so much. I primarily don't even pull these heads for the most part. This combine just sells corn. On to the next one. Maybe get it opened up tonight, 6 o'clock. We sure ain't gonna stop. Not at 6 o'clock. Here we go. Folks, I appreciate the kind gesture. And you got one like this getting ready to pass us on a bend. You got a solid yellow line. There they go. They don't care, from New York. Maybe they're from New York City. I got family that lives in New York, but I don't feel like they would do that. People just don't tend to care. Because you know damn well they can't see in front of him. I can't see in front of him. made it back home to the farm. Field we gotta go to next, right across the street. We're gonna hook up here at the shop, behind the shop rather. Get over there and see if we can't get started. We're opening up this other field. I was unloading on Taylor. Somebody else got impatient. He decided he was gonna dump on the other side. Quit following me, Polly. Morning. Some of you might say, Nick, it's the middle of June. Why are you in your jacket? Gotta be hot out. It is hot out, you're right about that. But it's also combine season. Just try to get all the loose stuff off. We keep up with it, it ain't such a big deal. Got gas on my hands because the snazzy government regulated fuel caps leak more gas than they do save gas. So what we got left, we gotta check sickles, visually look over the machine, air filter, scab air filter, engine air filter, grease the 10-hour fittings, fuel them up, clean the windows. Maybe we'll be able to get started here before long.
Today, Goose and I are over at the granary. The wheat is coming in around 16% moisture and we want to get it down to around 13.5. So I'm just over here making sure the dryer is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We keep this dryer logbook to just note any changes that the dryer is making. Here's the log that I have so far today. And it's 1:30 now, so we're gonna go out and take another sample. And since it just came out of the dryer, we like to cool it off a little bit or the sample meter won't detect it right. Just let this cool off in front of the span for about 10 to 15 minutes and then we will test her. .2. Once we're done logging our book, go ahead and take this out so it's ready for the next sample. I'm here with Colton from Longview Farms from Delaware, Maryland, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about baling. And he's not going to talk to you about baling.
No.
Tell him the rundown.
That minute just tied. What you gotta watch is your arrows and keep them as straight as possible. That's your flakes, that's how hard you're running it. You want to keep them in between 35 and 45 normally. And then that's your pressure, that's how dry and wet the material is. That's your temperature of your gearbox. You gotta keep an eye on that because you don't need a gearbox overheating and burning up. That's how much weight I'm putting in the bale. The bigger the number, the harder it's gonna hit on it and make it pack tighter. That's my bales in this field. That's how many bales I'm putting down an hour. Try to keep that as high as possible. And then all you do is ride along, watch your arrows. When you get to the rows, dump your bales. It's a game, see who can get them the straightest. Me and my dad have. He wins every time, but he's got 20 more years experience than I do. And then when it ties, you gotta watch the flags on top of the baler, like that, and they all should bounce. If they don't, you got a problem. If one stays up or one stays down, or if it stays up just a little bit when the rest go down, you're in trouble. That's the gist of it. And we're good. They're all down.
What's that mean?
Bad.
Just the string messed up?
The top's not so bad. The bottom's the sucky side.
Yeah, tell people what happened. Oh, shitty.
The string come out of the bottom because when you tie the balls together, you got to tie them tight. I was the one that tied them, so it's my own fault. I didn't tie them tight enough, so I had to rethread her.
Rookie.
Yeah, it happens.